You are tuned in to the New Old Heads podcast, premiered every Thursday at noon at bringingdowntheband.com and brought to you by No Bad Ideas, Coleman Dental, and Printfinity. Support the New Old Heads by visiting our Patreon at patreon.com/New Old Heads.
Episode 68 of the New Old Heads podcast. I am Major 7th. I make beats. I do have the hard drive to prove it, and I do want that smoke for anybody that wants that action. Hello, gentlemen. Good to see you all.
Hi.
Hello.
What up?
In front of me, the maestro of bringing down the band, Longevity, is in the building. What's up, sir?
Yeah. I felt like there should have been applause right there.
Yeah, we don't have that effect, though.
No, we don't.
We can work on that, though.
How's it going, man?
It's going pretty good, man. Good to see you.
Yeah, thanks.
Good to see you.
I drop an album tomorrow. I just realized.
You drop an album tomorrow?
Yeah.
Tell the people
cool.
about your album, man.
Do I have to?
Please. I like that album.
It's called Love.
The people want the song.
Yeah, people want the song. Do the people want the song?
People want the song.
People want the song.
They want the record.
Well,
Tell them about your record, man.
Tell them about the record.
Well, the record is called Love Redefined. It's 15 tracks, or maybe it's 16. I don't know. It's 15 or 16, so I should know. Yeah. It's coming out tomorrow on Valentine's Day. So actually yesterday as you guys listen. And it's on longevity.bandcamp.com or longevity.com. Or
Fucking A right it is.
Or all your favorite media outlets. I've got 3 pre-orders. I was like, what? I got
Shout out to the pre-orders. We appreciate you.
Big time.
I was like, help me pay my expensive heat bill.
Look out now.
So yeah.
It's
Get that if you want, like, if you're into that type of thing.
I'm very proud of this project.
It's personal.
It's
a
not
personal project.
It's not for everybody, but
The thing
I've had the opportunity to listen to some of it. It's very personal, very good project. I definitely recommend it.
Thank you, sir.
yeah. So shout out to Lone. That project is very, very dope. Very impressive. It's pretty good. I call it his best work. I'm qualified to say such. So yeah, we will go with that.
All right.
Carrying on. I like that plug though. Carrying on.
Yeah. Get it out the way.
Yeah, we're gonna get that out the way.
Yeah.
Caddy Corner, the freshest DJ that you should know. DJ J Diff is in the building.
Oh.
Yeah, what's going on, man? They should know.
Salutations.
Yeah, I'm sick of people sleeping on my man, so I'm just gonna keep saying the freshest DJ that you should know until I'm saying he gets his just due because he's nice on the ones and twos. So we're gonna beat that into y'all head. What's up, man? You all right?
What's going on? I'm
You
good.
can still do Can I get one more salutations?
Salutations.
Thank you. I like that Adidas too.
Thank you.
You look like somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. You look like somebody.
Somebody.
Immediately to my left, the incomparable DJ Spools is back, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, Michael.
How are you, sir?
Doing well, man. It's good to be back.
Rocking the Bulls gear as always, repping the Shy.
Always
Yes.
something shy.
You know what I'm saying? He definitely is a actual Chicago sports fan. Not those people that just jumped on because the Cubs won the World Series. So
Yeah, man.
welcome back, Spools. We missed you,
Thanks.
man. We
Missed you
shouted
guys
you out
too.
a lot too.
Did you? I
Yeah.
have not even had a chance, man. I've been so busy to listen to the last 2 episodes.
Did you have?
Also,
Did you
yeah,
have?
I've just
we
been
told 'em.
sharing them.
Huh?
We told them while you were gone
Yeah.
in Philly,
Yeah.
trying to help the Meek Mill situation out.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool, man. So still working hard. We're still fighting. And I appreciate you guys putting the word out for us.
You
Cool.
pray like Troy Ave. You can't tell us about the case.
No, sir. Unfortunately, I can't talk about it. But just everybody keep pushing forward.
Okay.
That's all we can do.
Well, we appreciate the things that you've been doing for Meek out in Philly. Spools, we appreciate that.
We all do what we can out here. That's it.
Shout out to Spools. We have a special guest. I believe this is, if I'm not mistaken, this is our second guest. Is that correct? Slide A was number 1.
Yeah.
We have our
It's a
second.
February guest.
Our February guest.
Of 2018.
Of 2018. Brotha2DaNight is in the building representing the Drunken Knights podcast. What's up, sir?
What's going on? Right on. I feel privileged to be amongst this esteemed room of producers, DJs,
Man.
extraordinaires.
We are glad to have you here, sir.
Absolutely.
Welcome,
Thank you,
welcome
thank
to
you,
the
thank
fold.
you.
Appreciate you, taking a little time out of your schedule to come sit with the homies for a little bit.
Wasn't a problem at all.
Talk
man.
a little bit of that talk and keep it moving.
I'm all for it.
You know what I'm saying? So what I want to do is episode 68. I think we came up with what? Yarmir Yager, we going to roll with that?
68.
It's good.
I like that. Bilingual.
That's
Shout out to
even
being
better.
bilingual. Yeah. So the Yarmir Yager episode. Penguins.
Just 68.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I was just being stupid, but yeah. I mean, that works.
That sounds better.
Sounds
That
better.
works?
Yeah.
I like Yager as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say it again.
Yager.
We can roll with that. That's cool.
68 Yager.
Yeah.
68 Yager.
We can
Okay.
roll with that.
All right.
Yamia.
Yeah, we can roll with
Everything
that.
we just said.
Yeah.
If that's how y'all
Or
feel.
just episode 68.
Now Yager, he's the guy we were talking about who's like 53,
59 years old.
still playing.
Yeah.
Out here doing it still. Yep.
Blessings.
Who was in
Yeah.
like NHL hockey '94.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As
I
a
wonder
star player.
if this is like a need the money situation.
I don't
I
know,
hope- I
man.
hope not,
He
you know.
probably got.
And like not to talk about somebody's pockets or some shit like
Right.
that bad, in a bad way.
He
you
probably
know,
got
but
a
like,
decent sized bag from all those years.
For
I
playing
would
that
hope.
many years?
is he productive? Does anyone know? I
I
don't
have no
watch
idea.
hockey.
My hockey game is low, so I'm not
I
going to
only watch
front.
hockey when the Blackhawks are
Blackhawks.
in the Stanley Cup. Pretty much, we're in the playoffs. Like
I wonder how
I
many
can't
of his
front
real
like I'm a
teeth he
hockey
has.
fan.
How many of his real teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to
And
look
it's-
up Yaromir's teeth and see what he looking
Yaromir.
like. Shout out to Yaromir.
Yeah, Jay Moore is more the
Yeah.
Hockey guy.
Jay
Yeah.
Moore,
the
do it.
guru.
Make sure you get us updated on Yaromir's teeth and what's going on with him and his salary and such.
He need to go holler at Coleman Dental.
might need
Possibly.
317-255-8546 Coleman Dental.
Yeah,
World
Anytime,
Circle, you know what I'm saying?
Yarmir,
Yeah.
Yeah,
get at him.
he'll get
Yeah.
you, get your teeth fixed.
That's right.
So I want to come to you, Brotha2DaNight. Here's my question. I want to start it off this way with you being our guest, sir.
Okay.
Podcast host. You know what I'm saying? You also were a part of the DJ Zero competition.
Yes.
And we talked about this prior to us coming on. I would love to hear, just your perspective of everything in terms of the whole contest. Was it harder than you anticipated? You know what I mean? Like, what were your initial thoughts of that once you got started?
It was hard than a bitch. Yeah, like
Yeah.
like I thought it was gonna be like a cakewalk. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I came in thinking like, oh, you mix this song with this song, it's
Okay.
gonna go off.
Yeah.
Not really. You know, like my first time I went on, I was too let me see, I had lofty goals.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I shot for the moon. And it was cool. But yeah, once you get behind them turntables, like I learned the difference between controllers and actually dealing with real turntables. Turntables is a whole different beast, man. Like I went and bought a controller at home, and that it's pretty simple, man.
Okay.
Messing
In comparison.
with in comparison with actually dealing with turntables, man.
Because you got to actually watch that wheel
Yeah.
and control that wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I DJ with both.
Okay.
I prefer turntables,
Okay.
but the controller serves its purpose too.
Okay.
Convenience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And being able to move too. I would
Yeah.
guess that moving around with a controller is a whole lot easier.
Oh, yeah, because I don't have to
That's-
carry two
That's kind
decks
of what
and
I
a
meant,
mixer.
man. Just
Yeah.
like convenience purposes.
Yeah.
Just like one thing.
Yeah.
Got it.
And song selection is key,
Got it.
man. Like
I'm learning here too, Spools. I don't DJ. Oh, I got it. Yeah, I'm learning. Sorry. Go ahead, man.
like you I had the privilege of DJing a party with somebody or assisting someone DJing. The annoyance of somebody coming up to you and asking for like song requests and shit, that is annoying as fuck.
Man.
I remember we were Terry and I were
In
talking
Columbus.
about that. Yeah.
Remember we was in Columbus?
Yes, sir. And I will admit, I was trash. You know what I'm saying?
Mike didn't
I
do his
took
Jay
the
Moore
request. I didn't
due
do my Jay Moore.
diligence.
This girl was like, yeah, so we are, this is a bridal shower and we kicking it. We having a good time. My homegirl's getting married. Can you play what'd she say? Oh, man, I wish I
The
could
wobble.
Something stupid.
Something stupid like
and
that.
Mike brought it to me though, like, hey man,
And I
Been a while before, man. This
I'm
is
like,
a bridal
what?
shower.
And I leaned in like genuine. I was like, yeah, man. So,
I
it's
was
her.
like, nah, that's not gonna happen.
He was like, nah, bruh, tell her it's a wrap. And I was like, damn. So I had to go back and be like, yeah, so He said,
So
it's a
remember
wrap.
that thing I told you I could do for you earlier?
I definitely
cannot
can't.
do
I
that.
can't get that done. So I'm sorry.
See, I was at a party full of 16-year-olds, man. And
That's
they
the
was,
worst.
Yeah, they was wanting to hear like Chief Keef and all of that fuck shit. I didn't have it.
Like,
The thing about it is I was on somebody else's setup.
Okay.
So I didn't have none of my music. I was going through all of his stuff. And I just pretty much filled up for him every once in a while when he went to go smoke.
Yeah.
I think as you get older too, and I don't know if you face this, maybe not, but like yeah, I want to hear Chief Keef and that, and like it's like I don't want to be a part of your downfall. You know, like I don't want to make somebody shoot somebody. In here. Like, you know what I mean? Like some of that shit's wild, dude.
So
like,
I DJ'd a 16-year-old's party before where a shootout actually happened.
I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not making this shit up or trying to be funny in any way, shape, or form.
I'm dead serious.
That's crazy.
Like
It was outside. Yeah, it was here.
A moral
Okay.
dilemma is what you would refer to that as. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. I hadn't heard that story before. That's
Never
a-
had to play Chief Keef before in my life, but I've also never really DJ'd parties like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I'd feel about it. Like,
That wasn't even what was
Like,
playing. It wasn't even nothing like that playing. It was just some fuck shit was going on, and
they definitely turn up when that
somebody
come on,
got
so.
the popping.
Yeah.
Probably some Bobby Brown.
Yeah, because he
know,
make
we
people
fool with
want
Bobby
to
Brown.
tear the club up.
Yeah.
Bobby does.
We fool with Bobby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I've also learned the difference of playing what the crowd wants to hear and
Definitely.
playing what you want to hear.
Right.
You know what
Yes.
I mean? Like being a DJ, you can't play what you want to hear. You know what I
That would
mean?
be my downfall. I admit it.
that's
I'll
where
be
the moral
trash.
dilemma comes into
Yeah.
play sometimes too.
That 25 minutes probably seemed like 2 hours, didn't it?
The finals.
Yeah.
Yes, because
Yeah.
I was up there fucking up.
Man.
It wasn't even that you
appreciate
was
that
fucking
honesty,
up.
sir.
Your blends was good.
Yeah.
The tempo just stayed the
It
same
was too
for a
slow.
long
It
time.
was too slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that you know.
What?
Like
I
you're
can
saying-
admit it.
Exactly.
I can
Did
admit
I
you
like
play?
that,
Did
though.
you play
Yeah.
World Class Wrecking Crew?
Wow.
pretty much.
Did you?
You know
turn
what I
down.
mean?
Turn down
I
the
played
lights.
Prince Adore in the middle of a club. Man.
Yeah.
You know what I
See,
mean?
there's a way you can do that though. You can do it,
I thought I could too.
And
but
still
it's
pull it
it's
off.
about
Yeah.
what you blend
Hey,
with
man,
it.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good
See,
for you for trying.
I had an instrumental for what's dude's name? Black Youngster. I had a Black Youngster instrumental,
Yeah.
but the thing is, Prince did not quantize his music. You know what I mean? So once it came time to try to
That
bring
means
it on track,
you gotta really be DJing. You gotta be in the
Exactly.
mix when you
Yeah.
get them
Yeah.
songs.
Yep.
Because a lot of them songs back in the day, they weren't made on this equipment that we're using now. So you have to really be in time with what they was doing because they was doing that shit live.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. You are now, if I'm not mistaken, you're going into the academics process now, right?
Yes,
so
indeed.
you're going to go through the course
Yes, indeed.
and try to level up, huh?
Yes, indeed.
So far, so good.
The first class was it was teaching me like baby scratches and shit. You
Okay.
know, it
Chirping.
was- yep. And it was
If I ain't know no better, I think he been somewhere before. He DJ before.
he
That boy,
damn
that-
near is. He gave
boy
me some
good.
great information afterwards.
Okay.
After I got off the turn.
Man, I mean, I
He
I
couldn't tell me
wish
beforehand.
the whole time you was up there, I was like, damn, what is he doing? I really wanted to like walk over to him like, hey man, like kind of tell him what to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, that wouldn't. He
Yeah.
probably got disqualified.
Well, yeah. No.
Terry
'Cause you ain't
was
supposed to help.
Terry kept going.
Yeah.
He needs to bring it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's all good though, man. You to me, it takes balls to get in that competition.
Mix was
Absolutely
nice,
does,
though.
dude. It
I
takes,
ain't
it
gonna
takes
front.
huge balls to do
Yeah.
that, man.
I
Yeah.
commend people that are willing to be vulnerable and just go out there and just do it. and
Was
see
it
what
all
happens.
vinyl?
Can't be afraid to fail, man.
Facts.
You know
yeah,
what I
with
mean?
Serato,
Facts.
yeah, so vinyl, yeah,
Serato?
yeah.
So you could, okay, gotcha.
Control vinyl.
Okay. I thought it was all like just
That was
straight.
another thing that I didn't really like.
Vinyl
taking
records.
the needle and moving the needle
Ah, yeah.
because it'll fuck up when you try to bring in your next record.
Yeah.
Well, there's ways around that too,
Yeah.
but you got to get more comfortable with it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna be a beast by the time you get out of
I'm gonna try to be.
I like that.
Well,
I like
nah,
that.
fuck that. I'm owning that. Yeah,
That's
I will
what I'm
be.
talking about.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah.
speak that in existence, sir.
But
Yeah.
we haven't talked about your podcast yet.
Oh no, we haven't.
So let's go ahead.
Let's
And,
talk about it.
Tell us about it.
Well,
Tell them about it.
I am 1/3 of the Drunken Knights. You bitch you.
Okay.
Our saying is, I'ma be me, you be you, you bitch you. Yeah, and like there's really no format to it. You know what I mean? It's just 3 homies getting together, having drinks and talking shit, and we have guests. But I think a lot of the times, like our conversations get around like male and female relationships and like raising children and shit, because we're all fathers.
Okay.
And then you have 3 different perspectives of men. You got a married man, a man that was married, divorced, married, and divorced again to the same
Dang.
chick.
Oh wow, that's a new one.
Interesting.
Yeah, and
sorry, it's
then
not
me.
funny.
Oh, it's funny. We give him shit about it.
Bless his heart.
But that's my guy.
Yeah,
Swoop.
man.
Shout out to
Swoop.
Swoop and
Yeah,
King
man.
K. And me, I've never been married, but I'm in a relationship right now. So it's
Okay.
balance
A lot of
all
dynamics
3.
on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
it's crazy. But yeah, you can find us on SoundCloud / Drunken Knights. That's THE Drunken Knights, Knights with a K. You bitch you.
So I heard on the podcast you guys promote making sure everybody's well hydrated throughout the course of the show. You everybody's drinking. We feeling
Yes,
good.
the drinks are definitely flowing.
Flowing. They continue to flow. I heard.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, I heard
Throughout
y'all
the
take
course of the
shots
show.
and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yes, we do take shots.
Yeah.
So y'all show really based off peer pressure.
No, not really. Shit. The homie Jay Moore came through. Man, we recorded from like probably 8 to 10, but afterwards the party don't stop. We just sit and chop it up.
He
Talk,
did
have
like an
conversation.
intro or something. He played the episode
Yeah,
for us, which was
yeah,
dope.
Yeah,
Who
Yeah,
did? Jay
so-
Moore?
Yeah, it was dope.
Did
yeah.
he?
Yeah.
Nice, man.
I call him the golden voice.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Voice of the city.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I was fortunate enough to be a guest
Yes.
Spools
on
has
the
been a
Drunken
guest.
Nights. It was awesome.
Spools didn't
Yeah.
drink.
I didn't.
He
drink,
did not
but
have a drink,
yeah.
but he brought party favors.
Yes,
Nice.
yes, we were good. Yeah, we had a good show.
Yes,
it was
Good
fun.
job,
Yeah,
Spools.
it's a good time.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. So continued success with that, man. I hope it continues to
Appreciate
grow.
it.
And
We like
sure.
120 episodes in.
word.
Yeah.
Dope, man.
Did some like how often like we trying to be on y'all level and get like some featured artists. You know what I mean? Some real
Right.
artist placements. You know what I mean? But as of now, like
What you mean by real artist placement?
I mean, haven't you done shows with? I did a show with Pharoah Monch.
Oh yeah, well,
Like interview.
interviewing.
Wow.
Interview. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all.
My
But
fault.
well, we've had real interview placements. I mean,
Mhm.
we've dealt with Spools, Jay Moore, but we have a lot of people from the city come through, and that's the one thing about us, man. Like we want to put the city on,
Right.
So
That which is dope.
yeah,
That's real dope.
like
yeah.
if I don't care if you've got 5 to 10 listens, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Look, if we all in the city, we all each other's allies, you know what I
For
mean?
sure.
That's
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
I completely agree.
So that's all. We try to touch
I
and
got
agree
you.
with everybody here in the city.
Yeah.
I got you.
That's a damn good approach, man.
Mhm.
I can dig it.
Yeah, I can dig.
I
that.
can damn dig it.
Y'all
Yeah,
had
I'm
to
digging
fall
it.
through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
It's
sure.
We'll
Fun.
fall
It's
through.
a good time.
Yeah, we'll
doubt.
fall through. So yeah, man. Like I said, continue.
Mike gonna
success.
bring the drink.
Huh?
Mike's gonna bring the drink.
Don't count on that.
Yeah.
Half drunken Budweisers and shit.
Yeah. Half drunken.
Looks like I brought 4 Budweisers.
I know it's 6 of us, but I got
Yeah.
4.
do we want to do that? Because
No, you don't want to do
we
that.
want to tell the truth? No, it's up to you.
well, here's the thing. Since we gonna go this
Is
route.
that the time you took the beer with you?
Oh, we really gonna go this route now. So here,
Did
check
that?
this out. So I came in
That's
today,
the
right?
kind of guy you're dealing with.
I came
tonight.
I came
So
here
you
today,
know.
right? So as soon as I come through the door, Alone is eating like a whole pizza, right, from Pizza Hut or something like that.
Cool.
And
Where's the
Spool-
fuck shit, Bill?
Spools is like Spools has nachos or nacho chips,
Oh.
and the whole
Gotcha.
thing of queso is gone. He's like, "Hey, Mike, dig in." I'm like, "Dig into what?"
I absolutely did not say dig in.
But these are the type of people that I have
Hold
to
on.
deal with.
Let's stop. Let's
So,
stop right
Lone on
there.
the other side.
Never
Hold
said
up,
dig
hold up.
in.
Lone has a
Never said
Pizza Hut
dig in.
pizza.
I said
He has a Pizza Hut pizza. I'm talking
It
about
probably
like
wasn't even pizza. It probably
Joint-
was Jack's.
I said dig
Man,
in.
Terry is
Fire.
Wow.
Spools is like, "Yeah, you want some? Dig in." To
I go like this.
what?
I go like this. I go. You want some chips? That was verbatim what I
He
said.
offers
All I
his
said.
chips every time he's
Yeah.
here.
But
he,
why
he
would you had
stops
a,
and-
But why would you have a queso out scraped to the bottom where there's
I mean,
none
because
in there?
that's his food.
It
because
is
he's
his.
eating it.
It is his.
But I still have
Lone had
leftover
a whole-
chips, and
But Lone had. but why would you not offer that though? Like, why would you be greedy and eat
offer-
all of it?
Why would I sit there and
I would
offer
at
you
least-
like a scoop of my dinner? Like, what the fuck is that? Like, never.
He's like, here's
Ever would I
his
do
food
that.
I've been dipping in
Yeah.
and swirling
double
around.
dipping is
Like,
hot.
here,
But
here,
look,
bud.
though,
Saliva
Yeah.
in it.
But J-Dip, this is what I'm saying though.
Get you
I would,
some.
I would at
There you
least if
go.
I come over, I'd have got like a saucer or something, pour some in, and be like, "Yo,
Before
man,
you
spoons
got
might come in.
Really?
I'm gonna have it set out."
Nah.
for him. That's
Mike
what I
would-
would have
no,
done.
Like,
you
would
wouldn't.
never think to
You
do that
remember
in his
when-
lifetime.
You remember? You know how this conversation came
Look,
about?
no.
Remember the one time you brought one beer?
First of all,
You remember that?
no.
He showed up with one beer.
And then
One
took it back
beer.
with him, right?
One beer.
One beer.
don't do
Yes.
that. Don't do that. Don't do
Did-
that, man.
Is this the truth or not?
It ain't about that.
It is.
you like
No,
to
would
get a tall can?
Huh?
No,
I mean, it was tall enough.
Nah, that's selfish to the bitch right there.
yeah.
It was tall enough. This is for me.
Yeah.
All I'm
Fuck
saying,
y'all.
fam,
Pretty
this is
much.
for me. Fam, all I'm saying is this: if you gonna ask me to dig in, bro, if you gonna ask me to dig in,
Here's this dig in thing. He never said dig in.
Do we
He
wanna
said,
talk-
of
we wanna
course
talk-
he's gonna co-sign. Of
Do we want
course
to
he's
talk
gonna.
about the? Do we want to talk about the chewing gum though?
Oh, now it's the chewing gum.
we can go to the chewing gum.
Okay, so
It
what's
makes
the
you seem
rundown
like you
here?
selfish, my guy.
I'm
Yeah.
not selfish. I give back to the community. I
We'll
try
let-
to.
we'll let the chewing gum go.
He does
Gum
give back
go.
to the community with the chewing gum. It's still there.
This is a master troll. Don't buy
Goes
into
right
this,
back to
man.
his friends.
Don't buy into this, man. He's a master troll. Don't buy into that.
It was a
Michael.
Jack's Pizza.
Michael.
Was it?
Yeah.
See?
Spools finished his. Mike came in. He said, "Hey, you want some chips?" He was like, "Hey, can I have some cheese?" He's
Terry.
like, "Well, there's none left."
Yeah, I
Papa-
ate my fucking
Papa
dinner
John's.
and there was
Papa
some chips
John's.
left.
Papa John's.
Bread and tomato
Dude, had-
sauce.
this had to be like a
With bread and ketchup.
tombstone. a
It might have had
tombstone
stuffed
pizza.
crust in it. I don't know.
Papa John's is bread and ketchup. We've already discussed that.
And I
Well,
don't
it
like
do-
ketchup, so
What type?
The
of
piece was
Jack's?
big as hell at the end of the day.
Medium,
it was just
small.
it was a Jack's Pizza from the store.
Oh, nah, you don't share those, man.
See?
If you believe
It's
that,
like
then
a-
it's on you. You know
It's
what
a
I'm
plate.
saying?
It's like a
Yeah,
plate.
you
I
know.
eat it off the plate. You know.
If you believe that, brother, then that's on you. But it's all good. You know what I'm saying?
I could see a situation
It's
if
like
you were like,
sharing the
man,
Tostino."
I
am
feel you.
I'm
I-
starving.
yeah.
Mike's like Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a diss, man. He's trash. Am I trash?
Better stop. He was
All
like,
right,
if that's what y'all want to believe, fine.
Believe what you want.
All right, man.
Fake news.
Carrying on. Can we go now? Everybody good? We good?
Yeah.
Expeditious.
I'm good if you're good.
Expeditiously. Shout out to Joe Clark.
Yeah.
Shout out Joe Clark. All right, so
Smoke crack.
you,
No, I won't do it. Okay.
thank you for pulling back on that, Spools.
Don't you?
Appreciate you.
I'm going to say it.
Go ahead if you want to.
You smoke crack, don't you?
All right, man. Check this out. So I want to jump into sports really quick.
Goodness.
We got
goodness.
played by the Patriots. I hate New England. Josh McDaniels pretty
It
much.
was all over Deflategate.
He pretty much set us up. He really was on some Patriot shit. Like, yeah, so I'm gonna tell him I'm gonna be the
goodness
coach, and then
gracious.
I'm not gonna be the coach. So we end up getting the cat name. I think is it
It's
pronounced
Frank
right?
Reich, yeah.
Frank Reich, who's the offensive coordinator for the Eagles. If I'm
He
not
actually
mistaken.
worked for us before.
but he just banged.
Who?
He just banged the Patriots in the Super Bowl. So I like that. You
Pause.
know what I'm saying,
Oh,
Paul?
yeah,
that's
I
exactly.
appreciate
that's
I
you.
was like, what's happening?
I appreciate
Like,
you.
what-
I appreciate you. We appreciate you.
That's why I said who?
We appreciate you.
Is this the same Frank Wright that came back when Jim Kelly got
Yes,
hurt?
sir.
Mm.
The Buffalo Bills quarterback.
Yeah.
So
Former.
shout out to him.
Hey
for
man, backup quarterbacks make decent coaches
clearly.
sometimes.
Man,
Yeah.
oh man.
So is Nick Foles about to be a coach?
Nick Foles about to.
The coach for the Eagles was Brett Favre's backup. So
Yeah.
they got it
They're
done.
about to sign him to a deal and train him.
But
just made that up.
to me, this is
I just made
loan
that
with
up.
loan. Shout out to loan with the exclusives. But to me, this is just
Just
typical New England shit, like playing us. You know what I'm saying, trying to sign up and then be like, nah, I'm gonna pass and go back. So
I'd probably
thought-
pass too.
I thought that shit. I thought it was bogus. So I
You
think that
would've
was why.
passed
Yeah,
on the Colts deal.
yeah.
Who?
Why?
If
Why?
you were who?
Josh McDaniels.
Why?
What was the deal?
Be their coach or go back and win it in New England. I think I'm gonna go back and win it in New England.
You
Did they
think he's
win
gonna
it?
go back and win it though?
You think they'll win again?
I don't know. Probably.
There's a lot of uncertainty there.
Did you
They
see
got
the
more of a-
money? Did
They
you
got
see
a
the
better
money
chance
that,
than the coach.
They
that
win,
John
win,
Gruden got?
win.
John
did.
Gruden got a shit ton of money.
Yes, he would have.
Bread.
Yes, he did. So, I think McDaniels would have gotten paid,
Oh, I do too. So,
but
but
Fuck 'em.
but the story is that Belichick wanted him to stay, so he stayed. So
So
apparently,
he's going to be
He's
what,
trying
the
to hand the
successor.
team. He's trying to
gonna be
hand the
successor,
team
right?
over.
Okay, fair enough.
Would you rather get handed over the Patriots?
Oh,
You've been
yeah.
there?
Oh,
absolutely. Exactly.
You know.
Fair enough.
Understood.
But
Yeah.
he did go on to say that he never received verbal confirmation that he was going to pass them along to
For McDaniels.
Yeah.
Daniels. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
But they got beef in the organization anyway in terms of coming out saying that everything is cool when it's really not.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And with Belichick, to me, he could walk away and still be a G, like, and just quit. Or
I would hope so.
because they played him with the Jimmy G joint, like saying that they had to trade him. So it's like he actually could walk away just because they're not on the same page. And be
Tom
cool
Brady
with it.
has 2 to 3 good years
I
left.
think
so.
he does too.
Yep.
He could be the oldest starting quarterback
Ever.
ever and
He
still
could-
put up numbers.
He can go out
Yeah.
on top in the next 2 to
I
3
pray
years.
that he doesn't.
I pray that he doesn't either. I don't like New England.
don't
I respect him though.
I don't mind
Respect
Tom Brady per se.
Nor
but
have I, dude.
you know,
I
like,
don't have a problem with him.
I don't care about their organization that much, but
He is not the
We're
GOAT.
Bears fans, so
Fuck the
That's what
Patriots
Byron,
as a
we're-
staff record label.
Sean
All
and
of
I are
that,
the
Jay
motherfucker
Phil. Say
Bears
it.
fans.
All of that.
Like-
Say it. Yeah. All
And
that.
if you want to be down with the Patriots, then fuck you too.
Say that shit.
But
Go
you're,
ahead.
You're the Peyton fan, right?
Of course.
See, I'm a Colts fan, but I'm not a Peyton Manning fan.
Why?
yes.
Peyton,
How does that work?
Look,
Yes.
Peyton was my guy here because he was my quarterback.
Mhm.
But when he was gone, I was happy. Get him the fuck out of my face.
Are you
I wouldn't say I was
serious?
happy. I wouldn't say I was happy. I wasn't mad. I wasn't one of them people that turned into a Broncos fan overnight.
Yeah,
I didn't
those-
know
That was the
Broncos.
wackest shit I'd
Why
ever seen.
why don't you like Pete Money though?
Because there is something not genuine about him.
Not genuine, but there is about Tom Brady.
No, I don't fuck with Tom Brady.
At
either.
least you consistent.
Yeah.
because he's a cornball. Like, he says nothing. Everything is dry with him. The 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Peyton's
dry.
he's somewhat funny.
Nah, Payton's not dry.
I'm dry.
No, I said he's
Tom,
funny.
but Tom stays out of and away from a lot of that. Where Peyton brought it on and like crafted a whole fake persona. Like Tom Brady doesn't have to
Thank
be
you.
anybody but Tom Brady.
Thank you.
Nah.
Man, if you had
see it.
if you had a
You
head,
see it.
I
if
don't
you had a head that big though, there's a lot of thoughts that are going to go on.
I don't understand how Tom Brady
You mean
is fake.
you mean head physically?
Yeah,
as
I mean-
far as
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's a lot.
It's the
who knows the
HGH.
capacity of Peyton Manning's
I don't understand.
giant
I
brain?
don't understand how
Like, but
Peyton
yeah.
is fake, but Brady is authentic. Now y'all,
I never
lost,
said
y'all
Brady was-
completely
I don't,
lost
I don't
me.
think
Brady was
Tom Brady's
authentic.
like a great dude.
Y'all completely lost me with that.
No,
I ain't
never
saying
said.
nothing.
I'm not saying that either. I'm just saying fuck Peyton
I
Manning.
mean, I
Yeah,
respect
Fuck
that.
Peyton Manning
Yeah.
for sure.
I respect that.
Awesome.
but
yeah, like
great
man.
quarterback. He's my favorite quarterback.
Like if
Yes.
Andrew Luck says something,
I
I,
love it.
believe it. I believe
Yeah.
Andrew Luck. I believe that he's
I don't
really
believe-
modest.
I don't, but I don't
he's
believe. I don't believe cheaters though. You gonna rock with cheaters?
Look. I'm gonna say this for the last time. I don't fuck with Tom Brady,
Good, good.
but
Because they're full of shit too now.
yeah,
Let's don't get it
oh,
twisted.
Most definitely. I mean, I hate that whole
There's just no
organization
hiding
as a
it, man.
staff, as a record label. You know what I mean?
As a
I don't
record
fuck
label.
with. I don't
All right,
fuck
I'm
with
just
the
saying,
Patriots.
man. You scared me there for a minute.
But
Deferring.
fuck Peyton Manning too. Though.
I mean, I can respect that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, God
That's
is
my
good.
guy. But
Mike gonna cry in the car about that.
I ain't gonna cry. P Money's my guy. I ain't gonna cry.
Mike's more of
I
a
respect
player
him 'cause
follower.
he got me
Yeah.
a
than a team.
championship. He brought
I still-
well,
in
he
foot-
didn't.
in
He
basketball
didn't.
and but
He
football, no.
didn't bring a championship here.
Who didn't?
Peyton. That
He didn't.
no, if you go look at that
You think
Ho-
Andrew Luck is responsible for Lucas Oil?
no. He's responsible for it getting built, but he's not responsible for the championship.
He's not. Okay.
The defense is what won that Super Bowl. Dominic Rose is what won that Super Bowl.
Okay.
I mean, he did not score. He did not even score against Baltimore.
Okay.
We won
I don't
off the
think you
4 field
qualified.
goals.
I just don't think there's.
Okay.
I don't think there's.
Look up the stats.
So
Pull
check
up the
out-
stats.
We
We
don't
don't
want-
want stats.
We don't want to do Peyton Manning defense.
Peyton
man.
Man-
We don't want to do that. We
Oh,
don't
dude,
wanna do
seriously?
that.
Why
the
not?
year we
We
won the
don't want
Super
to do
Bowl.
scoring defense.
If I
We
were you,
don't
I
wanna
wouldn't
do
want
the
to
that.
talk
one we
about
won-
that.
the
Mike
year
about
we
to
won
go
the
into
Super
funk
Bowl.
master flex.
We don't
on
want to
y'all.
do that.
The
We
year
don't
we
wanna
won the
do
Super
that.
Bowl is because of the defense.
He means
I
he
fool
means
Bob
the, he
Sanders.
means the Super Bowl game.
Oh, just the game. Okay.
If we talking
Right?
just the game, then I can understand.
No,
But-
I'm talking about that 4-game series.
Okay, still,
Except
still. But
for
let's-
against New England.
But let's talk about the 10 years
Yeah.
years in general.
Do you know how bad
Where-
the Colts were prior to him getting here?
Where
I agree.
Where he literally carried that team year after year after year after year after year.
Peyton
Until when
Manning.
it mattered.
And then
Until when it
and
mattered.
then no, here's the way I look at it. Here's the way I look at
Yep.
it. He got him.
Yep.
He got him there.
We got a Chicago Bears fan.
Boy.
over here.
Yeah, I know they not talking because we beat the brakes off them.
Because of Dominic Rhodes. He should have been Super Bowl MVP.
Dominic Rhodes beat the brakes off y'all. I'm
Yep.
sorry.
I just wanted you to shut up.
And the defense.
No, what I was going to say is the defense finally did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All these years.
Exactly.
Finally showed up so that it wasn't 100% on him.
Exactly.
That's my only point.
That's it.
So he can have a couple bad games. Fine. He did well.
Not when they matter.
Well, it's
They
still
mattered.
when-
I mean,
when
they still
all the-
won, though.
He
At
still
the
got
end
the
of the
ring.
day, at the end of the day, they
Yeah.
still
They
won.
still
They did.
won.
But
P.
Only-
Money was definitely
Only
instrumental
quarterback to
in
win 2
that.
Super Bowls with 2 different teams.
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Yes.
You really don't
All right,
like
man.
Peyton Manning.
Nope.
Yeah, I
What
appreciate the
did
honesty,
Peyton
though.
get? 2?
Got 2.
2 and one
He shouldn't have
loss,
got that
right?
last one.
What you mean?
The
Oh, the
defense won that
defense
one.
won
for
that
him.
They
one.
did. Von Miller and them still there. How they look now?
Yeah. See, he always says that. He always says that.
I mean, that's the truth.
Yeah,
though.
the cornerback's still there.
it isn't
Corey.
It is though.
They're still there.
because he still is one of the best regular season. All he's got to do is get him into the playoffs.
Terrence, is that defense still there? They got rid of Von Miller.
They got rid of DeMarcus Ware.
I feel you. I
Yeah.
feel you. Corey,
And they also got
Harris
rid of
and-
Edwin or Jackson on the line. What's his name? My man Jackson on the line.
Hey Terrence.
Man.
Brandon
Hey,
Marshall.
Denver.
Yep.
Denver's probably still top 3 to 5 scoring defense.
Yeah, all
For
right.
some reason,
I
they
didn't.
can't-
I didn't see it this
You
past
didn't watch.
season.
You did,
but
for some reason they can't make the playoffs now.
hey, I've always felt this way about the Broncos. Like after Peyton left,
Fuck them.
I'm not rocking. I'm not rocking with the Broncos,
Nah,
man.
I never rock with them, man. I want
That's
the Colts
fake.
to beat them.
There's no way
can't
that
lie.
you could have called yourself a Colts fan, and,
And
then all
I
of a
hated the
sudden you was a
half
Broncos
Colts,
fan.
half
That was so
Broncos
weak.
jerseys. Those was trash. We don't honor those.
Riding the
Very
fence.
Yeah, we don't honor those.
Nah.
All right, man. You got my blood pressure up talking about P Money, man.
Fuck 'em.
That's my
Yes.
God is good.
You got my
fellas.
blood
Let's go.
pressure up. Won't he do it?
Yeah, he will. Yeah, he will.
Hey, did you guys? I haven't listened to episode. Did you guys talk about Lonzo Ball lately?
You know what?
Yeah, we actually posted that in the thread.
What was it? Yeah, go ahead. Do you want to talk about that one?
Sure.
Yeah.
why not? We're on
You,
that.
you,
Did-
you
did
responded
post
like I
it, or
said
did
that. That was a mic
Did I post
response.
that or did you?
Nah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah. So Lonzo, LaVar
This is a
Ball,
good topic, I think.
he's basically saying, and I think this is some fuck shit. What he's saying right here.
About the Lakers.
Yeah, that's some fuck shit.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
So he's basically giving Magic Johnson an ultimatum, saying when Lonzo Ball's contract comes up, I think it's his 3rd year because he's on his rookie salary. Long throwing him back over there. We see you. He's basically saying that if you don't sign LiAngelo and LaMelo and bring them on, my son is leaving the Lakers.
What kind of shit is that?
I was
Or he's
like,
going to whatever team decides
that
to
will
sign
accept
him
them,
and his
yes.
boys.
and I'm like, okay, so that's some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Number one. Thanks,
Goodness
Lone.
gracious.
And how are you gonna try to play Magic Johnson like Magic won't trade your son? He's
Look.
not that cold to begin with. Go ahead.
To be fair
Okay.
to Lonzo Ball, if he actually said that, don't you think you would have heard him say it?
Say it again now.
If he actually said that he's not going to sign with he's not going to re-sign with the Lakers unless they sign all three of his sons, don't you think that would have been audio? It would have been audio of that being said.
Oh,
as,
so you're
as
saying
vocal as he is. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Then it
bro.
to be printing fake news, man.
I don't
I'm
know.
thinking it might be something that
And
might
this
have
was
been
a
taken
weird.
out.
The media was like some media overseas or something too.
But I
it
Yeah,
wasn't like
Lithuania.
ESPN.
But
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past him though.
I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't put it past him. No, that's my thing. Like when I read it, I was like, okay, he's just doing LaVar stuff again. Like I wasn't shocked when he said that. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't shocked. And if it ends up being untrue, like, all right, then that sucks. But
Yeah. Okay.
this sounds like some shit
He
he
would
might
say.
say,
It
dude.
does.
Yeah.
The Morris brothers did something similar though, right? Kinda.
Yeah. Yeah. It was.
So how that worked out.
Yeah.
In Phoenix.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
eventually got traded to different places, but you know,
Yeah.
but
The Morris brothers?
Yeah, Markeith and Marcus, I think.
yeah,
So let me ask you this.
one's on Detroit, one's on what Celtics.
Celtics. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me ask you
They're
this.
decent players.
We've talked all things LaVar. We've talked Lonzo. We've talked LaVar. So I want to get your 2 cents on the angle that everybody continuously plays with me when I try to hold LaVar accountable for dumb stuff that he does. they hit me with the "you're hating on a black father."
No, you need to shut the fuck up. And
Thank you.
Let the business, let him conduct his own business. He's an adult now, so you could back the fuck up.
Talk that talk.
But at the same time, I'm not mad if that's what works for them. Okay, but you could do that for LiAngelo and LaMelo, but Lonzo or
Leave him out of it, man.
yeah, Lonzo, shut the fuck up about Lonzo.
he's
man.
just-
Let him do his business.
I
Let him
like
do his
Lonzo,
thing.
dude.
And he's
going to be
Until he
he's going to be a
raps.
very good player.
Lonzo's a grown up making
Yeah.
big boy money
Just
in the
don't rap.
NBA.
Don't. Has he already rapped?
Yes.
He's definitely
stop
already
rapping.
He has a
He's
mixtape.
on that lip
Just
sync
play
show
ball,
or some
man.
shit.
He has a mixtape, Swools.
Goodness
Does he
gracious.
really?
Guess what?
I'm for real.
Guess
He's
what
recording
it's
a
not
mixtape.
going to
Is
be
he saying
better
some?
than
Is he saying
Star
some
Trap?
fuck shit about Nas?
I hope not. I hope not. He had a picture of his face on.
No,
like,
he
the
did.
Illmatic
That's what
cover.
it was. It was a
That was
troll.
some fuck.
Yeah.
That was some fuck shit. Putting your
I
face
think
on
Star
the
Trap
cover.
might have a track called Lonzo Ball, and then Prince is going to say, "Watch your mouth."
I don't
I'm
know
just
about
saying.
that one, man.
You don't
I
know
know
that.
about
Wait.
that.
We gotta get clearance on that.
Yeah.
But no, man, I think overall it's just
Don't rule it out.
I just think people always play
Let
that
it
card.
marinate for a bit.
We'll leave it on the list for
All
now.
They
right,
always
all
play
right.
that card like, yeah, you hating on the black father, man. You hating on the black father because the father's doing some dumb shit. I'm like, nah, I'm not.
He
hating
got
on
him
the black-
there. I mean, I respect that.
They
but shut the
always-
fuck up.
No, he got him there.
I mean, he got to let Lonzo is going to have to come out and say something.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily to the media, but he needs to say something to his dad.
Yeah.
If he really wants to be
He's scared
the
of
one
him,
in
though.
control. I mean, because
Yeah, I agree.
out
with
of
that.
all of them, he's got the most money,
he does
right?
He
All
does.
the money.
all
Yeah.
the money. Yeah,
Yeah. So
there's no big baller without Zoe.
he's the decision maker
He could
at
be.
the end of the day.
Yeah, he is.
He's the one that has an NBA contract.
He does.
His dad didn't have anything to do with him getting on that team. He might have
Uh,
talked about it.
I think I will say this. He talked him up. I think he
He might
talked
have
him
talked,
up.
but he still had to play.
He has to play. I agree.
That's
He
just
has to
like when people say games are rigged. These players still have to hit these shots.
They do.
It can't be rigged to the point where, you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't work like that.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Talk to me. You
'Cause-
said kinda. Talk to me.
Because the referee dictates the game.
Yeah,
I think the referee
the ref
is the
but
one
the
that
player
calls
has
game.
the ball has to it has to hit.
It might
You
be
know,
a magnet in the ball.
Donahue. Is it Donahue or Donahue? Donahue. I think it's Donahue. Donahue. He went to jail for Sacramento and Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about 2 jails. He said it was mad cheating going on in the NBA. So,
Mm-hmm.
to
I
his
do
point,
remember
I do think that. But you're right. Like,
So how do you feel about that with LeBron being your go-to
in terms of
He's the GOAT.
in terms of the whole cheating aspect? Because you know that they try to say
right?
they try to say that pretty much LeBron either has the refs on payroll or the NBA in his pocket. And
You know what, Terrence?
stuff like
I'm
that.
gonna tell you something.
All right, go ahead.
As someone that's watched the NBA a long time, star players get calls all the time.
That's a fact.
I'm not going to-
Michael Jordan lived on the free throw line.
Agreed.
Michael Jordan actually changed rules in the game because of
Michael Jordan
Yeah.
lived
Yeah.
on the free throw
I
line.
wouldn't say he lived on the free throw line, but it played a
Nah, Mike got mad
relatively
calls.
substantial. Of course he did.
Mike
He
got
cussed the
mad
fucking
calls,
refs out.
and it didn't matter though.
Yeah.
Magic got calls. All you see is clips of them complaining. Bird, this is not new. Like with LeBron getting calls,
It's not,
this
but
is
the bitch shit is.
all right. Fair enough.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, but I can't say that either because I was a great Reggie Miller fan.
Love Reggie Miller.
Oh man,
You know what
one of my least favorite players ever.
Rightfully
here
so.
we go.
One of
But-
the most clutch NBA players ever.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I will not take that away from you.
He was a bitch though,
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
and
Yes,
I
he
say that
was.
with the Indiana Pacers shirt on. You know what I mean?
We see you. We see.
Oh.
We see. We see.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm loyal to the soil. But yeah, he is a motherfucking Bron is a bitch,
I
but
feel
he's a great bitch.
Hey man,
You bitch you.
You bitch. God works. God in the building.
look out now. Won't he do it? We see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate you over there, Terrence.
Got throwing the ad libs, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, is there anybody You'll never see another. Like, we are witnessing Jordan
Okay.
right now. And I hated Jordan when he was playing.
A lot of people did.
People
I
hated
did too. I ain't even gonna front.
Yeah, so
As a Pacer fan,
Of course
I
you guys
hated Mike.
Of
Like,
course
I
you
ain't gonna
guys
say I
did.
hated him like that. Like, it wasn't a Tom Brady hate.
Right.
It was just more like a damn. We cannot get out of the East.
exactly.
In my lifetime, I think there are 4 players that have carried the NBA. That's Magic and Bird as a tandem. Mike, and then LeBron. Those are the 4 guys to me.
You're just like that's
missing
such a like
Kobe.
off base.
It's not
list.
Kobe. It's
You can
not
go back-
Iverson. It's
you can
not
go
none
back
of those
farther.
dudes.
You can go back farther.
Yeah.
I said in my lifetime. Dr. J was not
Oh,
my
okay.
lifetime.
In your lifetime.
In
Okay.
my lifetime.
Okay, sorry, you're right. I apologize.
Now, Dr. J preceded that. You can go Bill Russell. You can go Wilt. You can go whatever you
Yeah,
want to do.
yeah, you're right.
But in
Okay.
my lifetime, I think it's those 4
What about
guys.
Isaiah? Do you put Isaiah's name in
No.
with
Not because
kind
that's
of
Mike.
almost a bridge between
I'll give him a bridge.
Magic,
but he's
Bird,
not. But it's not Mike
Thomas,
though.
Jordan?
Because Mike still was Mike. They just couldn't beat them.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They just couldn't beat them.
and that's important because
It's very
yeah.
important. But it still was.
I never thought about that. That is
But if,
Isaiah Thomas actually gets left out of a lot of best of top whatever lists. Just seems to always kind of get left out of that stuff, man.
he's great point guard.
Over the years, he has
Great
been.
point guard.
But
I fool with Zeke. Great
top
point
3.
guard. I didn't like the
top
bad
3
boys.
point guard of all time.
Top 3.
I got Irvin.
Isaiah Thomas is top 3.
Is
got
Big
Magic
O is Big O a point guard?
Yes.
Oscar Robertson.
I think so.
Yeah.
So he's number 1 to me.
You got him over Magic?
1, 2, 3.
I got Magic for just me now.
Yeah,
I got
those
Magic.
3. Those 3 probably are the 3. Well, do you put is Pistol Pete?
No.
I fool
No.
with.
Is he a
I didn't
two-
like
is he a
John.
2 guard?
I didn't
What
like
about
John
Jerry
Stockton.
West?
I didn't like John Stockton.
Get Jerry
He was
West the
cold.
fuck out of here.
Yeah.
What about Pistol
What
Pete
about John
Maravich?
Stockton?
What about Bob Cousy?
I didn't even like John
top
Stockton.
top 6.
I didn't
Sick-
like Utah
Stockton?
at all.
Yeah. I didn't either.
What about
Oh, I
World?
hate
They mastered the
Utah's-
pick and roll.
What about
Yeah.
World Be Free?
Fuck them.
What about Vern
I fuck
Fleming?
with
Shout-
the fro.
Hey, cheers to Vern.
Hey, cheers to Vern.
Hey,
Cheers to Vern.
Haywood Workman.
Cheers. I'm
Yeah,
not going
cheers
to
to
put. I'm
Vern.
not, yeah, you can cheers to Vern.
Yeah, Vern had game. Don't get it twisted now. Yeah, LaSalle Thompson. They had some heat on that team. Low key.
Vern's the kind of guy
Paul
you just want
Richardson.
to you'd like want to be
I
his
was
best
about to
friend.
say.
You know,
Wow.
Terry? You know what I mean, Terry?
huh?
Vern's just kind of like the guy you just kind of would like want to be his best friend. or
Yeah,
something,
man.
You know,
Hey,
Yeah,
you
definitely.
watch Pacers basketball. You said Pooh Richardson.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Pooh
Wow.
Richardson.
The first Pacer game I went to, this
Travis
is about
Best.
to date me right here.
Travis Best. That's a name.
First Pacer game I went to,
Okay.
Dominique was playing for the Atlanta Hawks
Okay.
and got a fast break and yoked so silly.
Yeah.
Like, I will never forget that. This is back when Chuck Person and all them was on
Okay.
the
The
Pacers.
rifleman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got
Recently
busy.
in trouble for the whole college scandal
Yeah.
thing side
Yeah.
note.
That's
But
right.
anyway,
He
I
did.
hope it's going well, Chuck.
That's
Yeah.
going all the way back to Chuck Person.
Chuck
Oh,
Person
yeah.
with like Adidas and like he was at Arizona, I believe. Or something
Chuck
that
was out
going
here
on.
bad in these streets. Oh man. that's-
Allegedly.
I like Chuck too. That bothers me, Spool.
What else we got?
Wayman
All right,
Tisdale.
let's keep it moving. All right, so we
Hold your head, Chuck Person.
No, man.
All right, man. So let's see here. We can talk Quincy's interview with Vulture.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Okay.
I thought this
Okay.
one,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
this one was. You sound like OJ the Juice Man.
Hey.
So Q had a lot of interesting things to say on this one. Did you see this before?
Yes, I did.
Good. Okay, so you saw this. All right. So he talked about Mike, and this is what the question was posed. It says, you work with Michael Jackson more than anyone he wasn't related to. It says, what's something that people don't understand about him? Q says, Quincy Jones, he says, I hate to get into this publicly, but Michael stole a lot of stuff. He stole a lot of songs. I see you shaking your head already. Down the Summers, State of Independence originally was written by, I'm going to butcher this name. I think it's Vangelis. It might be Vangelis.
Hold
I'm sorry.
on. So Quincy said that.
This is cute. This is Quincy saying this. He says he was the front man for John Anderson. It's called State of Independence, and it was recorded by Donna Summer in 1982. So as we all know, Q worked with Mike very close. They got classics.
So who really stole the songs?
That's what I'm saying. But it looks like he's basically calling Mike out for low key sampling and not giving credit.
He said he was greedy too.
Yeah, very greedy.
Not giving credit for people he's working with on projects and stuff.
So I was
when I sound like Diddy.
But the thing is, but you don't expect.
Well, Diddy can be the same. Diddy can be that as well.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I just didn't expect Quincy Jones to come out and be like, he's very Machiavellian. He's Machiavellian as they come. That's what he said. He said the notes don't lie, man. This is Quincy Jones. So let me ask. I'm coming to you, Spools, first on this. Does this coming out now? Does this taint your view in terms of Mike and the music that he made, or is it just like old ass stories that came out 30 plus something years later?
At 35 years old,
okay,
all things considered with Michael Jackson, no.
Okay.
What I already know about Michael Jackson, no.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Fair enough.
But here's something I want to point out.
All right.
And I won't go off on a tangent.
Please do.
But you were like, somebody was like, well, Diddy did it.
Yeah.
And it's almost, and I'm not saying whoever said that is trying to say this, but it's almost with capitalism, shit like this is justified.
Right.
Spools,
and that's unfortunate.
He does. That's his thing.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's not a cool. That shit's not cool.
Right.
Okay.
Michael Jackson. I don't know if you guys know this about Michael Jackson as well. When it comes to the Beatles,
I'm going there next. Good call.
He had told Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson had a discussion about music and how to make the most money off of it. And Paul McCartney had told Michael Jackson royalties.
Yep.
So Michael Jackson purchased like a bunch of the original, like the Beatles originals, and still owns them, if I'm not mistaken, till this day. Like
what? What's up, man?
That's just the biggest finesse move.
I mean, that's just
like I'm gonna holler at you about it. You got to own your masters.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Your master.
I'm about to go. We gonna cop your master, sir.
He finessed him.
Go ahead, Spools. I'm sorry,
but it's just so back to this. Like this happening now, or Quincy Jones saying this about Michael Jackson, is it surprising? Just knowing that and not even other stories about Michael Jackson, no, it's not a surprise. And I will pass that along.
Brotha2DaNight, talk to me about how you felt about Quincy coming out. I ain't gonna say bashing, but talking that talk on Mike.
Man, fuck Quincy. Because Quincy done stole some shit too, probably. And he said in there,
that's probably true.
He said Mike stole a riff.
He did say a riff.
He said he stole a riff. So, I mean, people take riffs and flip them all the time. You know what I mean? Well, shit, you got people, like the same people that's going to condemn Mike for whatever the fuck Quincy's saying are the same motherfuckers that are praising Drake for taking damn near whole verses of people.
He got a new song where he's spitting a whole Project Pat verse.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's wild.
Project Pata.
So get off Mike Dick, man. Let him live, man. Let him be dead.
Seriously. Let him rest in peace.
Yeah.
No, that's not even the most interesting thing I think Quincy
Jump
said.
in, yeah.
I mean, but at the same
Marlon
time,
Brando.
all of that. He went off on a tangent talking about Marlon Brando.
What did he say about
sleeping with
Marlon
everybody.
Brando?
We pretty much was saying that he was fucking with.
He said Marlon Brando
Richard
would
Pryor
fuck anything.
And, fuck anything.
That's
Did he
verbatim.
name Richard Pryor. Did he say Marvin Gaye?
Yep.
Yeah, he put Marvin on blast. He had Richard out there real bad.
Yeah.
Like,
Really?
yeah, he had Richard out there real bad.
And I mean,
I heard he said some bad shit about Jimi Hendrix too.
he said some bad shit about the Beatles.
He shitted on the Beatles.
Yeah.
I'm
he said
coming
they
to
were
that
terrible
next.
musicians. We might as well group it all together.
Group it all together.
All
He
the
said,
same convo.
he said Ringo Starr was trash on the drums.
Well, so I've heard that about Ringo Starr, that he was like literally the worst drummer of everyone in the Beatles.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he said there was a part that it took, I don't know, I'm paraphrasing here, but it was like 3 or 4 hours for them to get
Everybody knew
right.
that though.
And it's like they were like, all right, well, just Ringo, go take a break, grab you something to eat, get a drink or something, and we'll come back and attack it again. Brought another drummer in, and he knocked the part out in 15 minutes. And it's like Quincy Jones was like, yeah, so you trash, and we got this dude to do it in 15 minutes.
Well, the story was that Ringo came back and he's like, "Oh, this sounds pretty good." He's like, "Yeah, I know."
there
You
you
didn't
go.
do it,
Yeah,
bro.
it's
Yeah.
not you. Yeah. Which is crazy.
But this is, I mean, people that know the Beatles and all this stuff, they know that Ringo was not a good drummer.
Exactly. That's the
Okay.
point I was getting at.
You know,
Yeah.
they know that realistically they weren't great musicians. They were
Yeah.
just kind of good at what they did, per se, kind of.
George Harrison was an amazing musician, I would say.
they
And
say
I'd
Paul
John-
McCartney's
and
a
I'd
dope
say,
musician.
actually, I'd say they all were pretty amazing musicians in their own right. Side note, Ringo Starr was Mr. Conductor on Thomas the Tank Engine for a hot minute.
Well, all right.
But just
All
one,
right.
just
Interesting.
one.
trivia.
I did not know that.
Yep.
I
Well,
thought it
Quincy
was
Jones
his
was
pen. I thought the Paul McCartney's pen and
Mm-hmm.
well, John Lennon's pen is what made the Beatles the Beatles,
Mm.
not their musicianship.
Right, not their musicianship.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Yeah.
a
And then that's why they said they kind of split. They had why they had issues with that too, with Lennon and McCartney.
There's
So,
a
I mean,
record George Harrison put out. So there's a lot of shit that he didn't, for whatever reason, and it wasn't because like the other guys were all selfish, but he didn't get to. He only got to submit so many songs to be put on the Beatles albums. George, so he had all this other shit, and he put out, and I can't think of it like the title of it for the life of me, but like an incredible album when the Beatles broke up, like a solo album. Like George Harrison's extremely talented.
he was just not as popular as the other.
No, exactly.
I never
guys.
got, and I'll be honest.
George Harrison is a Beatle.
Yeah, so it's
He's the fourth one. Yeah,
Okay.
it's like Paul McCartney,
John
Lennon,
Lennon.
Ringo Starr, and then George Harrison.
yeah.
The thing about the Beatles is, and I shout out to the homie Grits. We talk about this all the time because he always says, "I love the Beatles."
That's his favorite band.
Yeah, it's his favorite
Or
group.
was. I don't know if still is.
One of his favorites, we'll say. And he always tells me about the Beatles, and I think I missed that. I'm not saying they're not great, but I just missed it. Like I have to go. I'm gonna have to go back and thoroughly analyze the catalog.
It's also pop music too.
Yeah. Okay. Fair
You
enough.
know.
Yes.
Fair enough.
And Grits is a pop music guy.
And side
Yeah.
note,
In
George
that- in that
Harrison
style.
was a great musician. I believe he passed away. Rest in peace, George Harrison. So,
Word.
I believe.
I missed that wave just because that shit never got no play in my house. You know
Yeah,
what I
we
mean?
ain't-
Like,
Yeah. Well,
And to
I'm
be
not-
honest
rock
with
with the
you,
Beatles
Byron, nor I, like I'm not a Beatles fan. I just always appreciated. I like Led Zeppelin a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was always the band that I knew. But not to cut you off, but like the Beatles weren't. I just had friends that liked the Beatles, but they were never.
Yeah.
I don't listen to the Beatles.
We see you
ever.
with the posture. I see you.
Just try to make sure he's right. That's
Yeah.
all.
We
But
see his posture.
Respect their contribution and
Yeah, I had some Beatles records back when I was growing up. You know, I mean,
Influence.
my parents were like into old rock and stuff, so I had some
Word.
old rock stuff. You know, some of the stuff was cool, and
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I grew up, man. I grew up hearing like James Brown and Al Green and
my mom was a big Parliament Funkadelic.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's
but that was always late for me.
The
So
blues,
I had to
like
find them.
Bobby Bland, BB King, like all that type of stuff. Like I used to listen, but I had no choice. Like we'd be driving to family trips, like going down to visit my grandparents in Mississippi. That's like a 12, 13-hour drive. So I'm listening to BB King. You know what I'm saying? The whole way. You know what I'm saying? So that
Turn
type
the
of
shit off.
yeah, like that's the type of stuff
But
that
you learn to appreciate it as an adult. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the older you get, like I do that with my son. Like we
Yeah.
sit, like he's 14 and he likes
Yeah.
listening to his bullshit.
yeah.
You know, and but I make him sit down. Like when we in the car, look, you gonna listen to Jay.
Yeah, yeah,
You gonna and that's fucked up. That Jay is like.
yeah.
You gotta make him listen
You
to
gotta
Jay?
make him
Yeah,
listen to
I
Jay.
mean, because
Yeah.
he want to hear
Damn.
Tekashi 6ix9ine and all that fuck shit. You know what I mean?
hell
Like he's 14, he don't really want to hear that shit.
He be on punishment.
He
man.
did like the one time that we actually bonded on an album was To Pimp a Butterfly.
Wow,
Nice.
Yeah.
bless his heart. Good for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said that's his favorite rap album of all time.
nice.
That's dope.
Yeah, so
Interesting.
He
mean,
got
that's
some
dope.
sense about him, then.
I mean, that's interesting to go from Tekashi or whatever the fuck his name is to Kendrick, because To Pimp a Butterfly is not a pop album.
It's not.
at all. It's almost in the vein of jazz in a sense.
I think
It is.
He plays the trumpet.
Okay, so
And
I love
his friends like all that other shit. You know what I
got you.
mean? So I think
got
that
the influence.
exactly.
Yeah.
He
That's
gonna
dope,
respect it
man.
all later.
That's another thing that Quincy mentioned was that he asked him, "Do you hear any jazz and pop music?" He said, "Nah, it's gone.
Yeah.
People gave it up. People gave it up to chase money. When you go after Ciroc and Fat Farm and all that shit, God walks out of the room."
Yeah.
That was real though. That's a
Ouch.
hell of a quote. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, but it's true,
Mhm.
you know. And then he said, "Is there any innovation happening in modern pop music? Hell no. Just loops, beats, rhymes, and hooks."
Yeah.
That's me. But it's interesting, you know. He did mention that. Did you catch the part where he asked him if he had any regrets? And he mentioned the hip hop album where they were gonna like chop and sample him up, and he was like, "Yeah, T-Pain just didn't do the fuck he was supposed to do,
Yeah.
or it was lazy or something like that."
Yeah.
You see-
He sounds a little bit like an old like too
Bitter.
stuck, a little bit bitter, you know. But I do agree with a lot of what he's saying. You know, like the musicianship a lot of times isn't there. You know, and when he talks about stuff just being loops, it is because that's what it is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I don't think he necessarily either accepts that. You know, like that's what a lot of hip hop stuff. It is loops. That's where
An
it
amazing,
comes from.
one of the most amazing hip hop songs, like "Passing Me By," is made off of one of his loops from "Summertime" or "Summertime in the City," something like that. That's what that.
I'd have to look it up.
That's
yeah.
what that's made from. Is Quincy Jones.
Crazy thing
Look
about
at
it.
God.
What Lone said, I agree with 100% because, you know, from the musician standpoint, I totally understand what he's saying. You know,
You
what
got
I'm
a
saying?
lot of producers or beat makers now that don't even know how to play.
Yeah,
Right.
and
They
we talk about this all the time. When you come from a background where you read music and you have to sight read and you read sheet music and you understand bass clef and treble clef and chromatic scales and all that type of stuff.
Talk
That
that
is-
talk.
I'm talking. That's
Major and minor chords.
exactly. That's a certain level of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So, as someone that came up that way, when I hear black youngsters a musician, I'm like, no, the fuck, he's not a
I touch
musician.
that booty. That booty.
You know what, man?
Big old booty.
You know, but it's funny because
I understand what he's saying. Is what I'm
yeah,
saying.
I do too. I
understand
do
that
too.
part.
Even when I
get it.
even when I teach my production class, the first 6 weeks, we don't even really make beats.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about hardware.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about time signatures.
Yep.
We talk about chord structures, keys, notes, because I feel it's important to understand that stuff. When
It's
you
very
get into
important.
it. You know, like it's the basic foundation of everything.
It's very important.
But I wonder sometimes when people come in like taking a class, like do they think that they're just gonna jump in and just make beats? You know, like all right, cool. I'm gonna drum patterns today, and I'm gonna be. I'm gonna teach you.
Lone is kicking the truth to the young youth. I don't want to say black youth.
It's just
Shorties
youth,
running
period.
around. Yeah.
To the young
Smokers-
multicultural youth.
To the young multicultural youth, shorties running around smoking sets, drinking beer.
They ain't trying to hear what I'm kicking in his
They
ear.
ain't trying to hear what Lone kicking in his ear, in their ear.
mean-
So, yeah,
But anyways, but it's to that point. You know, like
yeah,
I don't go too deep in music theory, but I think it's important. You know, like we
Wild,
talk
man.
about beat makers not knowing,
Yeah.
not knowing any music at all. Like,
yeah.
well, this is how you can learn.
I made a post about that
You.
on Facebook. Actually giving credit to the other half because I'm like, don't get it twisted. I know some people might not be able to point out a minor scale if it hit them in the face, but they make dope shit. So
Yep.
I to the point of what we're talking about is like, all right, it's cool. I feel you on the lazy part. I feel you on that. That's your opinion, especially being someone that's classically trained and knows music backwards. But on the same token, it's like some of the stuff that these producers are doing, it takes years to become good at. Programming. Excuse me. It's not some overnight.
That was disgusting and rude.
Okay.
Anyways,
No.
Thanks, Brad. Yes. That's
Go
what it
ahead,
sounded
man.
like.
I'm just
Please,
sorry.
tell me more.
I hadn't talked for a while. I just wanted
Tell
to
me
say
more
that.
about
You guys
programming.
keep
What's up,
talking.
Terry? You
Pretend
good?
I didn't say shit.
Huh?
You all right?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Were you
What else we
were you
got?
disgusted by that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, man, either way, man,
It's all
like
right.
that's
Just
just
me.
That's nasty.
That's nasty.
Yeah.
But nah, man, it's just bottom
Quincy
line.
Jones is
he was
just old, and he's just airing out everybody's dirty laundry.
That's it.
He did
He's
definitely
part
air
of
some
it,
people
too.
out.
Yeah.
He's part of it too. I mean, they
he's
was talking
definitely
about
part of it too.
yeah,
No doubt about it.
'cause
Yeah.
I mean, he's naming all those names. You know, he obviously he was there
Tupac
there.
aired
and
him out.
participated. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, so
He was mad because he is smashing his daughter.
It might have bothered him a little bit.
He was
he
also
did.
he also dated the Ivanka Trump, didn't he?
Who did?
And that was in the article.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
good call.
Rashida's a really good actress.
Yeah.
She's funny on Parks and Recreation.
Yeah,
she is.
He has Q has
that's
a,
not the one that Pac was dating.
No.
It was not.
Quincy Jones
Different-
has a
different
35-year-old girlfriend now, by the way. I did see
Hey,
that.
I'm not mad at him.
She'll get the bag. Yeah, she'll get that bag.
Yeah, do your thing.
That's
bro-
kind of disgusting. Though.
Well,
Like, could you see
Hugh
yourself
Hefner
fucking
kept
like
some
an
young
80-year-old?
brides.
She gonna secure the bag though, brother
Fuck
to the night.
that. She got to secure the bag to secure the bag.
hey, straight up.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing, but
So I want to throw it to you. Is there anything that you just want to talk about off GP? I'm opening up the floor. Is there anything that you want to talk about off GP that we haven't discussed, or just anything in general? The floor is yours, sir.
You just put me.
It's
got to
be good too. Yeah, man. That's for you talking about P Money.
Fuck him. No. Yeah.
all right, very good.
Yeah, I don't have. Oh,
You don't have anything for me. That's cool. We can.
let's talk about this weekend.
That's a good one.
I like that.
Yeah.
What's
we
going
have,
on?
We have lots of stuff going on this week.
Yeah.
What's going on
lots of
this
stuff.
weekend?
At the Dilla event.
So let's just run it. So Thursday night is the build.
Yep.
Thursday night's the build at Kepra.
Okay.
Hit it up if you're interested in that goodness. 6:30 to 8:30. What else is going on?
Friday.
Friday is one after work
Shout out to DJ
at the
J
Red Room.
Diff.
At the Red Room.
Yes, sir.
Saturday is the Dre Dilla show at the Hi-Fi.
And speaking of the Dre Dilla show, we got some Printfinity merch here. It's actually a variation on the joint from last year. It's got the donuts on the side, but got the Dilla face here. This is done by Printfinity. The CEO of Printfinity is here as well, DJ J Diff.
Yo.
But this is actually
The
dope.
bloke.
The bloke. Shout out to Bloke Paddington. I'm the first artist to be sponsored on that, but we'll talk about that later.
That's actually a collabo with TR.
This is a collab with TR. Shout
Yeah.
out to TR.
That
Yep.
looks like some TR face art.
Yo, this is ill though. Like this is dope. Like you took it to the next level from last year's. I remember something similar to this, if not
Yeah, it
just
was
like that last year.
with the
Yeah,
donut and had a Dilla quote in
Yeah.
the middle of the donut.
yeah. So
And
this
that,
is dope.
That sign is actually, for those that don't know, that's a flip
Okay,
of the Long's donut sign.
Yeah.
I see what
So
you
if
did.
you see the
there.
Long's donut sign, it looks like that, but it says Long's Donuts, obviously.
So that was TR's part of that.
Best
Was your
donuts
part?
That was
world.
actually my contribution.
Contribution.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he just made it happen.
West Side.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else that we're missing? That's popping this weekend.
What's popping this weekend?
We just
Do-
said
Do you have anything that's popping?
The Dilla Day or is it the competition? Is it still
Yeah.
going on?
yeah,
Okay.
competition.
Yeah.
Dilla
It's a-
and Dre Day, by the
yeah.
way.
Yeah.
'Cause
Are there?
it's about to get real West Coast.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a good
So it's
vibe.
Party.
so it's a
at least on my
competition.
part.
Are there going to be any 40s there?
I don't know. There was at the Jazz Kitchen a few years ago.
Yeah,
when
and
we
that's
did it.
I remember that's the last time
Um,
I went. They had all English.
Ah, yeah. That's what you're looking forward to.
I remember because
It
I
was a
had
good
some of
time.
those.
I
And a
ain't
drink
mad.
called the Chronic. It was a good
Yeah, I
time.
remember
Word.
that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What were you
I
saying?
don't know if we're gonna have any of that this year, but there is gonna be the competition.
Yep.
There will be a Dilla portion, and then the party at the end. I think is gonna be Dre inspired. So,
Yeah, and that'll be
but it's all night.
myself, Top Speed, Sounds by Todd
Okay.
will be in the mix.
Word.
Yeah.
Word.
Yep.
Word. That's what's up.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what's up. Yeah.
No Bad Ideas hat. Awesome one right there.
Yes, the green joint. They take care of us. We already
Thank you
shouted
to
out.
No Bad Ideas.
Yeah, we already shouted out Coleman Dental as well. Brotha2DaNight, we appreciate you stopping by, man, and kicking it
Thank
with
you.
I
us.
appreciate y'all letting me come through, man.
Yes, sir. We had a
been
good
real.
we had a good time with you, my brother. Episode 68, Longevity, DJ J Diff, Brotha2DaNight, DJ Spools. I am Major 7th. Make sure you check us out on the Patreon site. Search for New Old Heads. BringingDownTheBand.com. Yeah.
You bitch, you.
So I says to the bitch.
Look out now.
I said, bitch.
Hey, mama. We'll see y'all later.